Previously, in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party was attacked within the lecture hall of Dwemercore, Halaster's magic academy. Their assailant was a blue slod, seemingly recently birthed. It perhaps would have been dangerous to a unprepared singular student, but against the might of 4.5 adventurers, it proved to be little challenge. After quickly felling the creature, the party thought it best to make themselves scarce, and they decided to head to the cantina in hopes that they might find some students there, specifically Marta Moonshadow, but none were. The party, however, did witness the arrival of a new entity, Halaster Blackcloak himself. Having previously come to the conclusion that the headmaster of Dwemercore was, in fact, not Halaster Blackcloak, the party was unsure what to make of this new arrival. But after a brief encounter, they decided to act on the assumption that this was indeed the real Halaster Blackcloak. But if it was, what should they do? Should they attack him? There was a moment of hesitation before the party decided not to take a path of hostility. The Mad Mage declared his need to travel to his secret study, and the party, realizing this as an opportunity to enter a place they had already been planning to heist, decided to show their interest in Halaster's actions. The Mad Mage, seemingly ambivalent about their existence, hurriedly led them through the halls of the academy and into the secret study, all the while displaying examples of his power, confidence, and lack of concern about the party's presence. Within his sanctum, Halaster disabled a spectral floating head of himself, though he allowed for the door through which the party had entered to be blocked by a huge animated Loxodon statue. Further within, the Mad Mage searched a black crystal desk for something before seemingly coming to a conclusion, shouting and vanishing, abandoning the party within this secret study. The party was not immediately accosted, so they decided to search the chamber. Ashes discovered an object that matched the description of the control orb Yerk, the Lord of Fetid Obliteration, had told them about, and he also took the chain that was holding the orb to the nearby crystal chair. For his part, Ezrah discovered a series of partially burned notes as well as a spellbook, though it seemed too badly burned and quite sparse to be of much value. The burned notes seemed to be a desperate plea for aid, though for who and from what was a mystery. Bones discovered a lever, which, when pulled, moved and deanimated the Loxodon statue from the entrance. As the party began to leave, the Tabaxi also had the foresight to put on the bronze mask of Halaster that he had found so long ago in the first floor of the dungeon. With this mask on, when the skeletal visage of Halaster appeared before the party, instead of accosting them, it recognized a fellow Halaster, screeched, and let the party pass. Absconding from the secret study, the party made their way to Spite Harodale's room, intent on delivering the spellbook they had found to him, though only after Ezrah confirmed its contents. When they arrived, Spite was elated, but his elation quickly turned to frustration when he realized the spellbook contained nothing he couldn't already find in the library. The young prodigy accused the party of trying to cheat him, and his personality turned quite venomous. It seemed for a moment that perhaps an altercation would erupt, but the party, disappointed by Spite's sudden rancor, decided to simply leave. A little downtrodden about the turn of events, the party decided while they were in the area they could at least see if Marta Moonshadow was in her room. And indeed she was, though the cagey, or rather cautious, moon elf wasn't exactly happy to see them. She refused to speak to the party in mass, only allowing 2 to enter into her room at a time. Initially, she spoke to Matashtai and Bones, and the Kalashtar monk was frank with her. He accused her of altering the runes in the conjuration class and potentially causing the death of Yarrick and the attempt on his own life. Marta initially feigned innocence, but eventually admitted she had altered things by instruction of a drow archmage named Gorthax. Bones was especially puzzled over Marta's apparent fascination with the drow, especially when she had once been captured by them. In an effort to figure out what was going on, Ezrah began to read the magic in the room, and came to an almost immediate conclusion. Marta Moonshadow was cursed. Or, at least enchanted? Or beguiled? Or charmed? Or something. Definitely something. But what exactly and why? That the sorcerer did not know.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.